What's that?
Mental health is great, you know.
Mental health is
My
great.
blanket statement is athletes, when you leave the game, believe in yourself, believe in what you want to do.
Facts.
Find the time, give yourself that grace and that time to actually figure out who you are without what you are accustomed to your whole life. And from there, your visions, your dreams, your motivations, your like what sits with your spirit will become more and more evident the more you like give yourself that time. Hopefully you got enough like set financially for yourself to where you can give yourself some room, some cushions, some whatever. But even if you got to get right to it, try different things. Like don't be set on one thing just to say like this is the number one plan. Because my plan since I came home have had to change multiple times.
Right.
You know, I came home in the midst of like my own mental health struggles, my own like low self-worth, low like everything, like fuck everything. Like I'm coming home to try to start something else and create a different path forward. Like I came home 2019. From there, pandemic next year. Once I thought I had some shit going, I'm like, ooh, all right.
Cold out here.
Now the whole world shut down, and then I got to figure out how to freaking be like where I'm gonna make money, where I'm like, you know, all that shit.
Talk about it, bro.
So,
ain't wasn't no shows,
right?
It wasn't no events.
Ain't none of that.
That whole year washed.
Ain't none of that. So even after that, just having to come back like the whole world did, I had to change my plan, my perspective, my path, and then through that, that's where I started to see the confidence in, okay, like this feels good. Doing basketballs feel good and making, you know, a lane for myself in that. But use your mind, stretch your mind outside of what you know,
right,
and try to figure out what else you can do. By trying a bunch of different things, hopefully you're gonna find that one thing, and then once that one thing starts to like really sit with you, run with that. You know, whether it's content, whether it's being an actual trainer, whether it's getting into the financial world. Like I know a couple dudes that have left the game and got right into finance, working for Northwestern Mutual, that kind of shit. Like, you know, whether it's being in like grassroots basketball level, whether it's being a freaking like, bro, if you want to go work at McDonald's for 2 weeks just to figure out what it feel like, go do that, you know. But whatever you try to do, just make sure that you have a purpose behind it, which is finding your new identity. And when that happens, then you're going to figure out a lot more about yourself. You're going to learn about yourself and have to go through a lot to get to that point. It's going to feel better when you start to see a little bit of success in other things. It starts to feel better because then it's like, oh, damn, like I'm more than an athlete. Like shouts to the whole campaign and all that shit, you know.
That's LeBron James.
We are athletes, but again, like as people, we have minds that get curious about other things.
Right.
And yeah, basketball or sports in general is one thing to be very, very devoted to, especially if it's going to change your life. But your mind has other interests that you could tap into and try to find yourself, you know, boots on the ground somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's that, man. That's my mental health spiel. So, you know,
hey,
seek a therapist if you need to.
Hey, therapy is important.
Been there a lot myself, so I'm always a advocate for doing whatever you got to do to keep up here together.
Yes.
But, you know, it's you'll be all right.
Yeah.
You'll be all right, kid.
Listen, yeah.